afternoon and welcome to Viborg-Hurley Middle School, where the Huskies are getting ready to take on the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. I'm Mark Krebs, your voice of the Huskies all season long. It's great to have you along on this Saturday afternoon matinee as the Huskies and the Viborg-Hurley Cougars are participating in this game, which is a rescheduled game from earlier in the season. Earlier on today, the C team, the freshman team, won 33-23, and the JV team just fell in a heartbreaking loss, 54-49. A very physical battle in that JV game, and so that's something I expect to see tonight during the varsity game. Well, the Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies come into today's matchup singing from their defeat on Tuesday night at the hands of the number 5 team in Class B, the Canastota Hawks, 62-29. While the Viborg-Hurley Cougars are 4-2 on the year so far, their road hasn't been without challenges either, but more on the Cougars later on in the pregame. The Huskies certainly do not look like an 0-5 team. Rather, this is a team that could easily be 3-2 at this point in the season. Their last 2 games have come against ranked opponents in Sioux Falls Christian, who defeated the Huskies 76-41 back on December 18th. And then the Hawks came into the Husky gym and defeated EPJ 62-29 on Tuesday night. This is probably the hardest part of the season for the Huskies with all the ranked opponents that they are playing against. Now come the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, who faced challenges themselves recently. Now, in their last game out, the Huskies were led by Tyler Gehring with 8 points, and Landon Gary chipped in 5 off the bench for EPJ. Both Jacob Lichtenberg and Will Gary had 4 points for the Husky, while Riley Schmitz, Cannon Kempf, Nathan Benger, and Chase Fornia all had 2 points for Elk Point-Jefferson. One thing which really hurt the Huskies was that they had 21 turnovers in the basketball game, something which head coach Jake Otkin has been working on with his team. The Huskies are going to have to come out with the team firing on all cylinders today, as they are going to be facing a team which matches the tempo of their opponent well. The Viborg-Hurley Cougars coming to today's game with a record of 4-2, and they started the season on a bit of a hot streak, winning their first 3 out of the 4 games of the season before dropping their last 2, which is actually incorrect. They did lose to the Vermilion Tanagers, which is a Region 4 and DAC 12 opponent for the Huskies, 64-45. That was the biggest loss that the Cougars have taken so far. But they were able to get back on the winning track on Thursday night against Hanson as they won that game 57-52. So it's the Huskies and the Cougars in today's matinee matchup, coming to you live from Hurley, South Dakota. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem starters and the opening tip-off for you live. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky basketball on YouTube Live, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after these commercial messages from our sponsors.
Some combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
For more details, contact Brad Fowler, your local State Farm agent in Elk Point, South Dakota.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Digital Solutions started a little over 6 years ago doing Facebook Live videos for a couple ball games. And little did we know we'd have the 2020 pandemic and so many reasons for doing live streams on our new YouTube channel. We have 12 schools we cover: Mississippi, South Dakota, and Iowa. And we're always growing. If you're interested in working with FDS as camera operator or play-by-play for the many sports we cover, or if you would like to use our services to live stream your event, email us at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com and subscribe to Fuller Digital Solutions on YouTube.
Quality care close to home. That's Horizon Healthcare in Elk Point. For immunizations and well child visits to family health, we're right here for all ages with convenient hours and timely appointments. Local care for you and your family makes life easier with less travel, greater personal attention, and overall wellness for life. That's Horizon Healthcare's Elk Point Community Health Center.
Jensen Insurance in Beersford, Elk Point, and Sioux Falls has been building relationships since 1944. We want to take care of what matters to you most, protecting your family, farm, business, or vehicles. We work with several companies to find you the best coverages and help cut your insurance costs. Visit our website for a complete list of insurance coverage options. You can trust that Jensen Insurance cares about you, just like we have for over 76 years. Visit us at jensenagencyonline.com or call 605-356-2037.
Since the 1960s, McLaury Engineering Inc. has been committed to providing professional civil engineering and land surveying services to public and private clients in a tri-state area. They are a small firm focused on serving you with professional and technical insights drawn from decade-long relationships. They will deliver the best engineered, planned, economical designed projects for you with professional, technically knowledgeable staff and an overall lower project end cost. Committed to you at McLaury Engineering in Elk Point.
Ray Hybrids was founded in 1970 by Wendell Ray near Bath, South Dakota. Wendell's son joined the business in 1976. Over the years, the two succeeded and prospered by focusing on what matters most, the needs of farmers in the North. Ray Hybrids serve their farmers by working alongside them to understand what seed products work best in their fields and provide specific recommendations that fit the local environment. Visit them online at ray-hybrids.com. That's ray-hybrids.com to learn more about their proven products. Rubida Insurance in Elk Point, South Dakota is an independent insurance agency. They're not committed to any specific insurance company. They are committed to you. Rubida Insurance looks for the best combination of price, coverage, and service to match your needs. With one call or visit, you have access to multiple lines of coverage. They work for you as your consultant for your present and future insurance needs. Rubida Insurance, Elk Point, committed to customer satisfaction because our future together depends on it.
Welcome back to Hurley, South Dakota, as the Huskies get ready to take on the Cougars of Viborg-Hurley. As we come back, let's take a look at some scores from around the state. Here in Class A, there are a couple of games that are going on right now, or a couple of games that have gone final, excuse me. T area with the upset over O'Gorman. Today, T was ranked in the top 5 to begin the season. They started their season out 0-5, and they knock off the O'Gorman Knights today 62-53. That's a huge game. That happened at O'Gorman. Elk Point-Jefferson and Viborg-Hurley getting ready to kick it off here shortly. Dickinson Trinity, North Dakota defeated Rapid City Christian today up in Dickinson, North Dakota, 57-50. And at last check, with under a minute left in the fourth quarter, Belfouche was defeating Sturgis Brown. So let's take a look at some of the other games that we're going to be keeping an eye on throughout the day. Aberdeen-Roncalli is taking on Miller tonight at 8 o'clock. St. Thomas More is playing Alliance, Nebraska in Rapid City. Parker and Baltic are in the Big East tournament. Baltic is taking on Garrettson in that tournament beginning at 5 o'clock. Bennett County is taking on Wall today. Flanger taking on Beersford in the Big East tournament. Chamberlain is taking on Custer this evening. Sioux Valley at Chester area. In Volga, Wagner takes on Corsica Stickney tonight. Winter takes on Gregory. South Cezina and Lower Brule faced off earlier today. We do not have a score update on that one. Parker and McCook Central Montrose tip off in about 15 minutes. And Sioux Falls Christian is in Orange City, Iowa tonight, taking on Unity Christian of Iowa. So let's go ahead and we're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, we will have the national anthem starters and more for you. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky Basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
Elk Point native Dr. Devin Penfield and the team at The Dentist at Elk Point believe that your family deserves the highest level of dental care in a friendly and relaxing atmosphere. That's why they're happy to provide the community with a low-stress, comfortable dental home. Patients are loving and having the latest technology in a small-town setting. Dr. Penfield and her team enjoy serving such a wonderful community. Schedule your appointment today by calling 605-356-2271.
Todd's Electric Service, with shops in Pier and Vermilion. We offer a full spectrum of electrical services covering Central, North Central, and Southeast South Dakota. We are licensed, insured, and ready to work on your agricultural, commercial, or residential project. Need a quote? Give us a call. Todd's Electric Service, the line to power.
Welcome back to Hurley, South Dakota, as we get ready for this interclass match between the Class B Viborg-Hurley Cougars and the Class A Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies. Let's go ahead and give you the starters for tonight's games, starting with the Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies. At guard, number 3, Will Gary, the 5'8" senior. At guard, number 20, Andrew Neerman, the 5'10" senior. At guard, number 22, Riley Schmitz, the 5'10" senior. At forward, number 30, Tyler Gehring, the 6'3" senior. And at the other forward, number 34, Jacob Lichtenberg, the 6'2" junior. It's good to have Jacob back in the lineup. For the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, they're going to start out with, at guard, number 1, Carter Gus, the 6'2" senior. He is going to be the player to watch for the Cougars. He doesn't look very athletic, but he is very, very athletic when it comes to the basketball court. At guard, number 4, Hayden Gilbert, the 6'1" junior. At forward, number 11, Eli Boomgarden, a 6'5" senior. At forward, number 12, Grady Sherman, a 6'5" senior. And at forward, number 35, Grant Mickelson, a 6'2" senior. So as the Huskies and the Cougars get introduced here, in just a moment we're going to step away, but let's listen to the PA announcer for the rest of the starting lineups.
Your cheerleaders for the Viborg-Hurley Cougars: Kaylin Wana, Emily Daniel, Gia Miller, and Hope Ford. Your cheer coach for the Cougars is Ellie Van Hall. Now the starting lineup for your hometown Viborg-Hurley Cougars.
Again, the Huskies are going to go with Will Gary, Andrew Neerman, Riley Schmitz, Tyler Gehring, and Jacob Lichtenberg tonight, while Viborg-Hurley is going to counter with Carter Gus, Hayden Gilbert, Eli Boomgarden, Grady Sherman, and Grant Mickelson.
Senior guard Eli Boomgarden. Number 12, 6'5", senior forward Grady Sherman. And number 35, 6'2", senior forward Grant Mickelson. The Cougars are coached by Galen Silverfeld, assisted by Mason Matson and Corey Jacobson. Officials for today's game are Ryan Walter, Steve Lieber, and Brian Rook. These officials are
So we're going to go ahead and step aside right now for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have tip-off for you. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after the anthem. Welcome back to Hurley, South Dakota, home of the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, as we are getting set for basketball action. between the Huskies and the Cougars of Viborg-Hurley. So the Huskies and the Cougars getting set to jump it up here. Tyler Gehring's going to be in the middle for the Huskies, jumping it up against Grady Sherman. Huskies wearing their road black uniforms, blue numbers and letters trimmed in white. Viborg-Hurley wearing their white uniforms, numbers and letters in black trimmed in orange. Vitchell has the ball. It's up in the air, and we are underway here in Hurley as Will Gary nearly gets the ball off the tip, but it's going to be Boomgarden with the basketball, and now steal by Gary. Gary pushes the tempo. Gary takes it coast to coast, can't get it, and there's going to be a foul called on the rebound. It's going to be called on Riley Schmitz, I believe, and if that's the case, it's going to be his first and the team's first. So Riley Schmitz picks up an early foul here just 15 seconds into this basketball game, as Angel Johnson brings the basketball up across the timeline. Angel Johnson was not in the starting lineup that Galen Schoenfeld sent to me earlier this week, so he must have had a change. So Angel Johnson in the starting lineup today for Viborg-Hurley, so I apologize for giving that wrong lineup. Long three attempt on the way. That is going to be good by Boomgarden. And Viborg-Hurley takes the early 3-0 lead here with 7:08 left to go in the first quarter. And Andrew Neerman just takes it into the paint and scores for the Huskies. 3-2 lead now for the Cougars. 6:58 left to go here in quarter number one. Sherman with the basketball, now working up against a double team, and Sherman's able to put it off the backboard and in for the Huskies. It's a 5-2 lead now for the Cougars. 6:45 left to go. Will Gary brings the basketball up, works against Angel Johnson. Johnson gets the block. Huskies try to stop him. It's a 3-on-1 break with Tyler Gehring there, and they're going to count the basket as Angel Johnson is able to convert. We'll see if he can convert on the 2-point play, or on the 3-point play, excuse me. So Tyler Gehring picks up his first, and the team's second. Johnson at the free throw line to shoot one for the Cougars. Free throw up and good. So an early 8-2 lead for the Cougars. 6:28 left to go here in the first quarter. Riley Schmitz with the basketball, gets it over to Will Gary. Now to Andrew Neerman at the top of the key. Back to Gary. Gary back to a cutting Neerman. Gets it out to Tyler Gehring, and he trades it for three. Tyler Gehring with his first 3 points of the game, and it's an 8-5 lead for the Cougars. 6:04 left to go here in quarter number one. Long three attempt by the Cougars, by Mickelson, and that is good. And Viborg-Hurley extends the lead back to 6, 11-5, with 5:48 left to go. Jacob Lichtenberg kicks it back out to Riley Schmitz. Now back inside to Lichtenberg. Lichtenberg in the paint, goes up, and he's going to draw the foul. Foul's going to be called on Grady Sherman. No, check that. They're going to get Mickelson with the foul. That's his first, team's first, and that's going to send Lichtenberg to the line to shoot a pair. Lichtenberg's first free throw up, rattles in and out, no good. Second free throw up and rattles around the rim, no good. So Lichtenberg 0 for 2, and it remains a 6-point game with 5:35 left to go here in this first quarter. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Sherman this time. And that's Sherman's first and the team's second, with 5:32 left to go in this cross-region battle. And they're going to say Andrew Neerman stepped out of bounds on the sideline right in front of Viborg-Hurley head coach Galen Schoenfeld. So Angel Johnson brings the basketball up across the timeline, kicks it over to Gus. It's the first time that Gus had the basketball in his hand. And he gets it stolen away from Will Gary. Gary kicks it inside to Tyler Gehring, who can't handle the pass. Ball goes out of bounds off the fast break Back to the Cougars, 5:13 left to go here in the first quarter. 11-5 Cougars. Ball goes to Angel Johnson, who's going to bring it up across the timeline against Will Gary. Huskies playing a 2-3 matchup zone. Another three-point attempt taken by the Cougars. Rebound pulled down by Riley Schmitz. Will Gary passes it over to Andrew Neerman. Neerman looks to dribble drive into the lane. Shot no good, short off the front of the iron. Angel Johnson with the rebound for the Cougars. Now Viborg-Hurley works it around. Ball comes back out to Mickelson. Now over to Gus, back to Johnson. Now they're working it around the perimeter. Grady Sherman's pass was no good. Angel Johnson gets the basketball. Shot clock reset. Johnson with the ball. 4:24 left to go here in the first quarter. 11-5 Cougar lead. They're going to call Jacob Lichtenberg with an over the back on Grady Sherman. And that's going to be Lichtenberg's first and the team's third. So Baumgarten set to trigger it in. Gus with the basketball, spots up from three. Too strong off the back of the iron, no good. Will Gary pulls the rebound down for the Huskies. He brings it up across the timeline. Will Gary looks to go coast to coast, gets into trouble. Passes it off to Riley Schmitz, who gets it over to Jacob Lichtenberg. No good, but the ball gets batted around, gets back to Will Gary. Now back to Neerman. Neerman shot off the glass, no good. Lichtenberg's not able to get the rebound, and Viborg-Hurley brings the basketball right back up into the front court. Mickelson with the basketball, now gets it to Gus. Gus at the top of the key, working against Schmitz. Now Baumgarten with it, back to Sherman. And Grady Sherman lays it up and in. He's got 4 points on the day. And that extends the lead to 8, 13-5 with 3:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Stops a nearly 2-minute scoring drought for either team. Baumgarten picks the pocket, and Grady Sherman with the flush. Grady Sherman gets the Baumgarten pass and flushes it down with authority. It's now a 15-5 lead for the Cougars with 3:10 left to go here in the first quarter. We're going to step aside. Jake Otkin wants a timeout. You're watching Point-Jefferson Husky Basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this. As we come back here to Hurley, South Dakota, the Huskies have the basketball. We'll check that. Andrew Neerman. No, Cannon Kemp in the game now for the Huskies. Kemp with the basketball at the high post. Now gets it to Nathan Binger. Binger with the basketball. Works inside. Back to Kemp. Kicks it out to Riley Schmitz. Schmitz looks to dribble drive. Now he's looking for help. Gets it in the hands of Binger, and Binger scores. Nathan's first points in the basketball game, and it's back to an 8-point lead. And just like that, right back down the court, Calvin Rasmussen puts one in for the Cougars as well. Long three by Tyler Gehring. That's going to hit nothing. And the Huskies are going to turn the ball over. Checking back into the game for the Huskies is Riley Schmitz. Checking out is going to be Will Gary. So Cougars have the basketball. Angel Johnson with it, kicks it over to Baumgarten. Now Rasmussen spots up for three, and he drains it. This is a team that's going to shoot that outside jumper. Andrew Neerman lays it up and off the glass and in. Neerman has 4 points on the game, and it's now a 20-9 lead for the Cougars with 1:50 left to go, and a traveling violation is going to be called on the Cougars. Carter Gus checks into the game for Angel Johnson. And checking into the game for the Huskies is Landon Gary. Cannon Kempf with the basketball, brings it up across the timeline, gets it over to Gehring. Gehring with the basketball, now a high post, gets it inside to Andrew Neerman. Neerman goes up and he's able to draw the foul. Andrew Neerman's going to go to the line to shoot a pair for the Huskies. Foul's going to be called on Grant Mickelson, and that's Mickelson's second, team's third. And Neerman misses the front end of from the charity stripe. Still an 11-point game, 20-9 lead for the Cougars with 1:39 left to go here in the first quarter. Neerman's second free throw is up. Off the back of the iron, no good. So the Huskies leaving points off the boards. Going 0 for 4 so far in this first quarter on free throws. Binger with great play. He got all ball there, I thought. Binger's going to get called for a foul, though. His first and the team's fourth. At the line, shooting a pair is Grady Sherman, and Sherman misses the first. Second free throw upcoming for Sherman. Drains that one. Cougars are 2 for 3 from the line, and it's back to a 12-point game, 21-9 with 1:18 left to go here in the first quarter. Gary with the basketball gets it over to Cannon Kempf on the left side. Kempf working against Carter Gus, lays it up and off the window, no good. Huskies can't get the rebound. 4 on 4 now. And Tyler Gehrig's going to get whistled for the foul, as Angel Johnson, I believe it was, went up for the shot. And that's Gehrig's second foul of the basketball game. Angel Johnson back at the line where he is 1 of 1 from the charity stripe so far today. First free throw up, nothing but net. Second free throw for Johnson. That one's up and swishes through. 14-point lead now for the Cougars, 23-9 with 57 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Landon Gary looks to dribble drive, kicks it out to Cannon Kempf. Kempf drives, but I believe he's going to draw a foul on Carter Gus, and he does. Riley Schmitz checks back into the game for the Huskies, replacing Tyler Gehrig, who's got to sit with 2 fouls here early on in this basketball game. Schmitz with the basketball, gets it to Neerman. Neerman drives the lane. Carter Gus with the basketball for the Cougars. Pleading for a foul. Checking into the basketball game is Tate Kessler. Checking out is going to be Boomgarden. So the Cougars get the basketball into Johnson. Now over to the hands of Gus. Mickelson with the basketball with 2 fouls. Huskies looking to get the rebound. And it's going to be a foul on Angel Johnson called. That's going to go the way of the Huskies. This is a very physical game, but this officiating crew blew a lot of whistles in the JV game as well, so that's what we expected in this game. Kempf over to Landon Gary. Gary with the basketball, now kicks it into Banger. Banger loses the basketball. And Gary's able to steal the basketball away, gets it to Andrew Neerman, and Neerman scores. Neerman with 6 points on the night. So far, the Huskies cut the lead down to 12, 23-11. 5 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Mickelson pops from 3. No good. Mickelson wanted to take that last shot, And that's how we end the first quarter. So the Huskies find themselves down 23-11 here at the end of one. We're going to go ahead and step aside. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
Our focus at Union County Electric extends beyond providing great service at the lowest possible cost to our members. We care about the community and the people in it. We supply electricity to a wide variety of commercial, industrial, agricultural, and residential locations within our community. As an electric co-op, we are part of America's most trusted network of high-quality energy providers. We do business with accountability, integrity, innovation, and commitment to community. It's Union County Electric Cooperative in Elk Point. UnionCounty.coop.
Some combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
For more details, contact Brad Fowler, your local State Farm agent in Elk Point, South Dakota.
Welcome back to Hurley, South Dakota, where the Huskies are in a battle right now, down 23-11 here at the beginning of the second quarter. Angel Johnson with the basketball. Huskies have their original starting five back on the court. And Johnson's going to lay one up and in off the glass, and he gets fouled. Foul's going to be called on Will Gary. That's going to be his first. And that sends Johnson to the line where he is 3 of 3 from the night so far. Johnson dribbles the basketball twice, toes the line, and free throw up and no good. So maybe the little bit of the broadcaster's jinx there. Neerman with the basketball, kicks it out to Tyler Gehring. Gehring spots up from 3, no good. Rebound, Andrew Neerman. Neerman goes up hard and gets the roll. Andrew Neerman with 8 points already in this basketball game. 25-13 lead for the Cougars. 7.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Carter Gus with the basketball, swings it over to Boomgarden. Boomgarden back to Gus. Gus spots up from 2, no good. Will Gary with the rebound for the Huskies, kicks it ahead to Riley Schmitz, and Schmitz lays it up and in off the glass for 2. So Riley Schmitz gets his first 2 points of the basketball game. It's now down to a 10-point lead, 15-25. Cougars have the lead. 7 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Carter Gus with the basketball, kicks it out to Boomgarden. Boomgarden now works it, gets it over to Johnson, now to inside to Mickelson. Mickelson works on Lichtenberg and gets it to fall. 12-point lead now for the Cougars. Andrew Neerman with the basketball, kicks it over to Will Gary. Will Gary has that ball stolen away by Boomgarden. Boomgarden's going to try to go all the way. Will Gary gets it away cleanly. Checking out of the game for the Cougars is Tate Kessler. Checking back in, it's Grady Sherman. So the Cougars now have their original starting 5 on the court. Angel Johnson with the basketball, gets it over to Mickelson. And they're going to call another foul on the Huskies. And they're going to tag Jacob Lichtenberg with his second of the night. And now it's a 1-and-1 situation for the rest of the half for the Cougars. So Sherman at the line, first free throw up and good. Grady Sherman now 2 of 3 from the line for the night. Second free throw upcoming. It is up and it rattles home. 3 of 4 from the line tonight is Grady Sherman. Will Gary with the basketball. 6:17 left to go. 29-15 lead for the Cougars. Lichtenberg kicks it out to Gehring. Gehring Now works on Boomgarden. Now kicks it inside to Neerman. Neerman lays it up off the glass. No good. Huskies can't get the board. And Viborg-Hurley just having their way with the Huskies right now. And a bad pass intercepted by Andrew Neerman. Neerman to Gary. Gary to Garing. Garing can't get the roll. Huskies just cannot buy a basket tonight. Ball goes to Mickelson. Now back to Johnson. Now into Boomgarden. Boomgarden lays it up and in. Check that. Sherman lays it up and in off the glass for two. 31-15 lead now for the Cougars. 5:25 left to go here in the first half. And Jacob Lichtenberg gets his first 2 points of the basketball game. As he lays one up and in off the glass, it's back to a 14-point lead, 31-17 with 5:08 left to go. Carter Gus drains one from three and to get his first points of the basketball game. So just like that, it's back to a doubled-up lead, 34-17. And Jacob Lichtenberg drains a triple. Huskies trying to match the Cougars, but that first quarter may be what plagues the Huskies. Angel Johnson with the basketball, now kicks it over to Boomgarden. Long rebound for the Huskies. Picked up by Tyler Garing. Garing goes coast to coast, kicks it out to Riley Schmitz, who spots up from three. No good. Boomgarden with the rebound for the Cougars. Boomgarden brings it up across the timeline, kicks it over to Gust. Gust now out to Mickelson. Mickelson with the basketball. Over to Johnson. Johnson back out to Sherman. Sherman thought about taking the shot. Ball got poked away by Lichtenberg. 12 seconds left to shoot. Long three by Mickelson. In and out. No good. And they're going to tag Andrew Neerman with the foul. That's his first and the team's eighth. First free throw for Sherman is good. Jacob Lichtenberg and Will Gary check out of the basketball game. Landon Gary checks in as Sherman makes the second free throw. And Cannon Kemp with the basketball. Now gets it to Riley Schmitz. Schmitz looking for help. Gets it to Garing. Garing looks for Nathan Binger. Oh, and Garing tries to go lay it up and off the glass. No good. And I'm not sure who they're going to call this foul on. They're going to call this foul on the Huskies. They're going to get Cannon Kemp with his first foul of the game. That's the 9th team foul in this half. Tyler Garing and Riley Schmitz are going to check out of the basketball game for the Huskies. Carter Gust getting ready to check in for the Cougars. Grady Sherman at the line where he is 5 of 6 from the line. Make that 6 of 7. So Carter Gust checks in and Eli Boomgarden checks out of the basketball game. 17-point lead for the Cougars with 3:36 remaining. Second free throw up and good. And the Huskies call a timeout. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here and try to take a look at scores from around the region. Again, we're keeping an eye on several games tonight here. Yep, so we still do not have an update on any other scores. Let's take a look at the girls A scores from tonight. Lennox has defeated Chamberlain 47-33. St. Thomas More destroys Bridgewater Emory 70-34 today. Sturgis Brown squeaked by Belle-Fourche 43-41. Those are the only games that we have scores for right now. So we'll keep an eye on the scores throughout the rest of the night for you here as the Huskies find themselves down to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars 38-20 with 3:36 left to go here in the first half. So Will Gary brings the basketball up across the timeline for EPJ. Ball goes to Landon Gary. Gary with it, needs some help. Works to get it, gets it over to Cannon Kemp. Now Kemp being closely guarded by Angel Johnson. Now gets it to Will Gary. Gary kicks it out to Banger. Banger with the basketball, lays it up and off the glass. No good. Fight for the rebound. Angel Johnson comes down with it for the Cougars. And Carter Gus drains another three. 41-20 lead, 2:55 left to go. And Binger with the basketball gets that stripped away. Carter Gus comes away with the loose ball. And Boomgarden gets the basketball, kicks it back out to Gus, and they're going to call Andrew Neerman on a foul on a push of Carter Gus, and that's going to be 2 shots for the Huskies. That's going to be Neerman's second foul of the first half, and the 10th team foul on the Huskies. Carter Gus goes to the line to shoot a pair. First free throw for Gus, up off the back of the iron, no good. (41-20), 2:37 left to go here in the first half. Second free throw up, and that one is good for Gust. So Gust goes 1 for 2 from that trip to the line, and it's now a 22-point lead for the Cougars, 42-20, with 2:30 left to go here in this first half. Neerman with the basketball, looks inside to Riley Schmitz, and that ball went off the hands of Schmitz. And Jake Otkin wants a timeout, a full timeout. We're going to go and take it with him with 2:24 left to go here in the first quarter, or in the first half. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Digital Solutions started a little over 6 years ago doing Facebook Live videos for a couple ball games. And little did we know we'd have the 2020 pandemic and so many reasons for doing live streams on our new YouTube channel. We have 12 schools we cover: Mississippi, South Dakota, and Iowa. And we're always growing. If you're interested in working with FDS as camera operator or play-by-play for the many sports we cover, or if you would like to use our services to live stream your event, email us at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com and subscribe to Fuller Digital Solutions on YouTube.
Welcome back to Hurley, South Dakota, as the Huskies find themselves down 22 points. Carter Gus is going to bring the basketball up across the timeline for the Cougars. Gets it over to Boomgarden. Boomgarden now works it inside to Mickelson. And Gus lays it up and off the back of the iron. No good. Huskies get the rebound. Another rebound for Riley Schmitz. Will Gary with the basketball, now kicks it out to Schmitz, over to Andrew Neerman. Neerman spots up for three. Too strong, nothing but air. Boomgarden gets the rebound for the Cougars, up 42-20. And a bad pass by Boomgarden leads to a 3-on-3 break. Andrew Neerman's going to go up, and he's going to draw the foul. See who this foul is on. Foul's going to be called on Calvin Rasmussen. That's his first, team 6th. But Andrew Neerman's going to go to the line to shoot a pair for the Huskies. First free throw up and nothing but net for Neerman. (42-21) lead now. Second free throw up. Off the back of the iron, no good. So Neerman is 1 for 4 from the charity stripe tonight. Carter Gus with an acrobatic shot, and he's going to get fouled. Let's see who they tag this foul on. They're going to get Neerman with his third. Landon Gary set to check back in, presumably for Andrew Neerman, who's now... Yep, so I thought Andrew had 3 according to my statistics here. Carter Gus missed the first free throw. Second free throw up and no good as well. Huskies need to get something going here and quickly get some momentum going into the half. Landon Gary with the basketball, passes it over to brother Will. Will now looks to get it to Riley Schmidt. Schmidt loses the basketball. Huskies get it right back, though. Pass goes inside to Riley Schmidt. Schmidt goes up hard. Too strong off the back of the iron. Off the Cougars. Husky basketball. Angel Johnson checks back into the basketball game for Rasmussen. So Galen Schoenfeld not using much of his bench. Jake Otkin not too happy right now. 1 minute left to go here in this first half. Huskies down 21, 42-21 to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. Johnson with the basketball. Kicks it over to Boomgarden. Boomgarden with the basketball. Now Carter Gus with it. Got his pocket picked by Landon Gary. Boomgarden with the basketball. Now dribble drives into the lane. Shot off the rim. Gets the shooter's roll. And that's Boomgarden's first points of this second quarter. It's up to a 23-point lead now for the Cougars. 44-21. Long three-point attempt by Tyler Gehring. No good for the Huskies. And Grady Sherman with the basketball gets it to Angel Johnson, and they're going to hold for the last shot. So Boomgarden with the basketball. Blake Schroedermeyer into the basketball game now for the Cougars. Gus, long three by Boomgarden, no good. And a long three-quarter court heave at the buzzer is no good. And the Huskies are going to go into the locker room down 23 to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, 44-21. So we're going to go ahead and step aside for a couple of minutes. When we come back, we will have stats and analysis for you of the first half. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after these messages.
Quality care close to home. That's Horizon Healthcare and Elk Point. For immunizations and well-child visits to family health, we're right here for all ages with convenient hours and timely appointments. Local care for you and your family makes life easier with less travel, greater personal attention, and overall wellness for life. That's Horizon Healthcare's Elk Point Community Health Center.
Jensen Insurance in Beersford, Elk Point, and Sioux Falls has been building relationships since 1944. We want to take care of what matters to you most, protecting your family, farm, business, or vehicles. We work with several companies to find you the best coverages and help cut your insurance costs. Visit our website for a complete list of insurance coverage options. You can trust that Jensen Insurance cares about you, just like we have for over 76 years. Visit us at Jensen Agency online elkpoint.com or call 605-356-2037.
Since the 1960s, McLaury Engineering Inc. has been committed to providing professional civil engineering and land surveying services to public and private clients in a tri-state area. They are a small firm focused on serving you with professional and technical insights drawn from decade-long relationships. They will deliver the best engineered, planned, economical designed projects for you with professional, technically knowledgeable staff and an overall lower project end cost. Committed to you at McLaury Engineering in Elk Point.
Ray Hybrids was founded in 1970 by Wendell Ray near Bath, South Dakota. Wendell's son joined the business in 1976. Over the years, the two succeeded and prospered by focusing on what matters most, the needs of farmers in the North. Ray Hybrids serve their farmers by working alongside them to understand what seed products work best in their fields and provide specific recommendations that fit the local environment. Visit them online at ray-hybrids.com. That's ray-hybrids.com to learn more about their proven products. Rubida Insurance in Elk Point, South Dakota is an independent insurance agency. They're not committed to any specific insurance company. They are committed to you. Rubida Insurance looks for the best combination of price, coverage, and service to match your needs. With one call or visit, you have access to multiple lines of coverage. They work for you as your consultant for your present and future insurance needs. Rubida Insurance, Elk Point, committed to customer satisfaction because our future together depends on it.
Welcome back to Hurley, South Dakota, where the Huskies find themselves in a bit of a hole, down 23, 44-21 to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. Let's take a look at scoring for the Huskies. First of all, Andrew Neerman with 9 points on the night so far for EPJ. Jacob Lichtenberg has 5 on the night, including a three-pointer for the Huskies. Tyler Gehring has 3, and Riley Schmitz has 2, and that's the balance of the scoring for the Huskies. Leading the way for the Viborg-Hurley Cougars is Grady Sherman with 15 points. Carter Gust and Angel Johnson each have 7 points on the night. And Eli Boomgarden, Grant Mickelson, and Calvin Rasmussen each have 5. Taking a look at the rebounding statistics for the Huskies. The Huskies only have 8 boards on the night. Will Gary has 3 of those. Andrew Neerman has 1. Riley Schmitz has 3. And Tyler Gehring has 1 rebound on the night. So the Huskies have an uphill battle ahead of them here in this second half. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll have scores from around the state for you and more. And the start of the third period, you're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
Elk Point native Dr. Devin Penfield and the team at the dentist at Elk Point believe that your family deserves the highest level of dental care in a friendly and relaxing atmosphere. That's why they're happy to provide the community with a low-stress, comfortable dental home. Patients are loving and having the latest technology in a small-town setting. Dr. Penfield and her team enjoy serving such a wonderful community. Schedule your appointment today by calling 605-356-2271.
Todd's Electric Service with shops in Pierre and Vermilion. We offer a full spectrum of electrical services covering Central, North Central, and Southeast South Dakota. We are licensed, insured, and ready to work on your agricultural, commercial, or residential project. Need a quote? Give us a call. Todd's Electric Service, the line to power. Our focus at Union County Electric extends beyond providing great service at the lowest possible cost to our members. We care about the community and the people in it. We supply electricity to a wide variety of commercial, industrial, agricultural, and residential locations within our community. As an electric co-op, we are part of America's most trusted network of high-quality energy providers. We do business with accountability, integrity, innovation, and commitment to community. It's Union County Electric Cooperative in Elk Point. UnionCounty.coop.
Welcome back to Hurley, South Dakota, where the Huskies find themselves in an uphill battle right now, down to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, 44-21, going into the third period. Let's go ahead and take a look at scores from around the state. Earlier on today, T-Area defeated O'Gorman 62-53. Viborg-Hurley is down 42-21 at the end of the first half, as you know, here in our game. Taking a look at other scores from around the area, Dickinson Trinity, North Dakota, defeated Rapid City Christian today, 57-50. Belfouche, I'm going to assume that Belfouche defeated Sturgis Brown today, 44-39. McCook Central Montrose is leading Parker 22-18 in the Big East Conference Tournament. That is all the scores that we have right now. We'll keep an eye on the rest of them as we go the rest of the way tonight. So it's going to be, I believe it's going to be Husky basketball. Trying to tell. It is going to be Husky basketball to start the third quarter here. And again, the Huskies have an uphill battle. They need to stop the Cougars. Plain and simple. They need to contain Eli Boomgarden and Grady Sherman. Sherman especially with his 15 points. But it does not look like the Huskies are going to have an easy time of that as they come out. Both teams come out with their original starting five. So Neerman with the basketball. Dribble drives inside of the lane, and he scores. Andrew Neerman now in double figures for the Huskies. That gives him 11 points on the night. And it's a 44-23 lead with 7:38 left to go. Sherman with the basketball. Kicks it to Boomgarden. Boomgarden lays it up and in off the glass. Easy deuce for Eli Boomgarden. Andrew Neerman with another turnaround jumper. And it's 46-25. Huskies starting to battle their way back into this one, matching the Cougars shot for shot. And Grady Sherman banks one off. Off the window and in. 48-25 lead, 7:03 left to go here in the third quarter. Neerman with the basketball, looking for help. Gets it to Riley Schmidt. Schmidt digests his way through traffic, and he lays it up and in. 48-27 lead now. 6:46 left to go here in this third quarter. This is a different Husky team coming out of the locker room. I wonder what Jay Kotkin said to the team to get them fired up. But this is definitely a team that is now trading shot for shot with Viborg-Hurley. Grady Sherman has another one up and off the window and in for the Cougars. 50-27 lead. Andrew Neerman's going to spot up for three. Why not? Andrew Neerman with the hot hand right now for the Huskies. It's a 20-point lead now, 50-30 with 6:16 left to go. And a 30-second timeout call. We're going to step aside and take it with them. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky basketball on YouTube Live. We'll be right back.
Some combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
For more details, contact Brad Fowler, your local State Farm agent in Elk Point, South Dakota.
Welcome back to Hurley, South Dakota, where the Huskies are trying to claw their way back into this one, down 50-30 to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. They've come out a possessed team this second half, going 4 for 4 from the field to begin this second half. Andrew Neerman, and 5 seconds, a 5-second call on the Cougars. Turnover, ball goes to the Huskies. So Will Gary with the basketball gives it to Neerman. Neerman with the hot hand right now gets it to Lichtenberg on the inside. Lichtenberg back out to Neerman. Neerman spots up for three. Too strong off the back of the iron. No good. And they're going to call Riley Schmitz with the push. And that's going to be Riley's second foul and the team's first of the second half with 5:50 left to go here in quarter number 3. So Angel Johnson brings the basketball up across the timeline for the Cougars. 50-30 lead for Viborg-Hurley. Johnson over to Mickelson, now it into Gust. And that ball gets battered off the hands of the Huskies and out of bounds. So Mickelson, check that. Baumgarten to inbound it, gets it to Sherman. Back to Baumgarten, long range three, and he drains it. Back to a 23-point lead, 53-30, 5:21 left to go here in this in the third quarter. Ball goes to Andrew Neerman, who dishes it to Riley Schmitz. No good. Jacob Lichtenberg with the rebound. Back out to Neerman. And Neerman drains another one. 53-33, 5 minutes left to go here in the third. Andrew Neerman with 10 points so far in this quarter alone, keeping the Huskies in this one. Oh, and Tyler Gehring got ball, but they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Tyler Gehring. That's going to be Gehring's third. Sends Baumgarten to the line. Baumgarten misses the first free throw. Second free throw attempt upcoming for Baumgarten. He is 0 for 1 on the night so far. Free throw up, and it is good. (54-33), back to a 21-point lead. Neerman with the basketball. Gets it to Riley Schmitz, now inside to Lichtenberg. Lichtenberg looks to work it around on the... And Angel Johnson's going to get called for the push. Angel Johnson nearly took Will Gary's arm off there. And that's Johnson's second foul of the basketball game. First team foul on the Cougars. Will Gary back to Neerman, who has the hot hand. Short off the front of the iron. No good for Gary. Carter Gus runs it coast to coast. Riley Schmitz gets the basketball back for the Huskies. Huskies are going to run it. Will Gary runs it coast to coast and drains it. That's Will's first 2 points of the basketball game. And it's now a 54-35 lead, down to 19 points with 3:55 left to go here in this basketball game, or in the third quarter. Angel Johnson gets it to Sherman. Sherman inside. All day, Grady Sherman is going to find that inside cut. And we've got a full timeout called by Viborg-Hurley. We're going to go ahead and step aside and take it with them with the Huskies down 56-35. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
Digital Solutions started a little over 6 years ago doing Facebook Live videos for a couple ball games. And little did we know we'd have the 2020 pandemic and so many reasons for doing live streams on our new YouTube channel. We have 12 schools we cover: Mississippi, South Dakota, and Iowa. And we're always growing. If you're interested in working with FDS as camera operator or play-by-play for the many sports we cover, or if you would like to use our services to live stream your event, email us at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com and subscribe to Fuller Digital Solutions on YouTube.
Quality care close to home. That's Horizon Healthcare and Elk Point. For immunizations and well-child visits to family health, we're right here for all ages with convenient hours and timely appointments. Local care for you and your family makes life easier with less travel, greater personal attention, and overall wellness for life. That's Horizon Healthcare's Elk Point Community Health Center.
Welcome back to Hurley, South Dakota. And Cannon Kemp and Landon Gary have checked into the basketball game right along with Nathan Banger. Tyler Gehring puts one up from three, rattles in and out, no good. Boomgarden with the rebound and brings the basketball up across the timeline, gets it over to Johnson. Johnson now looking for help and gets the steal for the Huskies. Landon Gary got the steal for the Huskies. And Sherman just keeps on going. 58-35 lead. And an offensive foul called on Landon Gary. They're going to call a player control foul on Landon Gary. Carter Gus is going to check out of the basketball game. Checking in for him is going to be Rasmussen. Johnson brings the basketball up across the timeline for Viborg-Hurley. Ball goes to Rasmussen. Now back out to Boomgarden. Boomgarden and off the hands of Boomgarden. Checking back into the game for the Huskies is going to be Will Gary, and Riley Schmitz checking out is Tyler Gehring and Andrew Neerman. So Will Gary brings the basketball up across the timeline. Ball picks up his dribble, gets it over to Cannon Kemp. Kemp back to Gary. And a kickball is called. Huskies get the basketball back underneath the Viborg-Hurley Cougar basket. Down 23, 58-35. Gary gets it to Schmitz. Now long outlet pass to Landon Gary. Will Gary kicks it out to Landon, and Landon drains it from three. Great shot for Landon. That's his first points of the basketball game, and it's now a 20-point lead again, 58-38 with 2:10 left to go here in the third quarter. So Rasmussen with the basketball now gets it over to Boomgarden, now over to Johnson, now to Grady Sherman, Mickelson now to Johnson, back to Rasmussen. Mickelson with the basketball, now to Rasmussen, back to Mickelson. Mickelson's going to spot up from three. No, he is going to walk with the basketball. Great defense by the Huskies. Nathan Binger, the trigger and in for EPJ to Will Gary. Gets the ball over to Landon Gary. Gary inside to Riley Schmitz. Schmitz can't get the... Schmitz can't get the ball to fall. Rebound picked up by Boomgarden. And they're going to tag Landon Gary with his second foul of the basketball game. Carter Gus checks back into the game right along with Blake Schroedermeyer. Checking out are Sherman and Boomgarden. Johnson over to Schroedermeyer, back to Johnson, now to Rasmussen, back to Schroedermeyer, now back to Gust. Schroedermeyer, Rasmussen spots up from three, off the front of the iron, no good. Huskies get the rebound. Will Gary gets his pocket picked, is able to save it though. Andrew Neerman with a beautiful save. Check that, Cannon Kemp with the beautiful save for the Huskies. Will Gary's going to take it to the rack. No good, a lot of contact there. 56 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Viborg-Hurley looking to slow this down. Mickelson spots up from three. No good. Rebound to Will Gary. Huskies still pushing the tempo. Gary to Landon Gary. And a foul's going to be called. Foul's going to be called on Rasmussen. And that's the second team foul on Viborg-Hurley. Landon's first free throw up and no good. So Cannicamp checks out of the basketball game. Andrew Neerman checks back in. Jacob Lichtenberg is going to check back in for Binger. Second free throw for Landon, up and good. Landon Gary checks out of the basketball game. Tyler Gehring checks back in. So the Huskies have their original starting five back on the floor. So Angel Johnson with the basketball. Kicks it over to Carter Gust. I don't know how Gust got away with the travel there. Long three by Schroedermeyer, and he drains it. 61-39. 16 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Will Gary with the basketball, now gets it to Neerman. Neerman, dribble drive, kicks it to Lichtenberg, and he gets rejected by Mickelson with 1/10 of a second left to go. Boomgarden and Schroeder come back, or Sherman come back in. Johnson and Mickelson check out of the basketball game for head coach Galen Schoenfeld. And Andrew Neerman tried to put that one in. Well, the Huskies are going to find themselves down 22 going into the final frame. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after these messages.
Jensen Insurance in Beersford, Elk Point, and Sioux Falls has been building relationships since 1944. We want to take care of what matters to you most, protecting your family, farm, business, or vehicles. We work with several companies to find you the best coverages and help cut your insurance costs. Visit our website for a complete list of insurance coverage options. You can trust that Jensen Insurance cares about you, just like we have for over 76 years. Visit us at jensenagencyonline.com or call 605-356-2037.
Since the 1960s, McLaury Engineering Inc. has been committed to providing professional civil engineering and land surveying services to public and private clients in a tri-state area. They are a small firm focused on serving you with professional and technical insights drawn from decade-long relationships. They will deliver the best engineered, planned, economical designed projects for you with professional, technically knowledgeable staff and an overall lower project end cost. Committed to you at McLaury Engineering in Elk Point.
Ray Hybrids was founded in 1970 by Wendell Ray near Bath, South Dakota. Wendell's son joined the business in 1976. Over the years, the two succeeded and prospered by focusing on what matters most, the needs of farmers in the North. Ray Hybrids serve their farmers by working alongside them to understand what seed products work best in their fields and provide specific recommendations that fit the local environment. Visit them online at ray-hybrids.com. That's ray-hybrids.com to learn more about their proven products. Rubida Insurance in Elk Point, South Dakota is an independent insurance agency. They're not committed to any specific insurance company. They are committed to you. Rubida Insurance looks for the best combination of price, coverage, and service to match your needs. With one call or visit, you have access to multiple lines of coverage. They work for you as your consultant for your present and future insurance needs. Rubida Insurance, Elk Point, committed to customer satisfaction because our future together depends on it.
As we come back to Hurley, South Dakota, Viborg-Hurley has the basketball. Angel Johnson back in the game for the Cougars. Spots up from three, rims in and out, no good. Andrew Neerman with the rebound for the Huskies. Will Gary with the basketball, kicks it over to Riley Schmitz. Schmitz, long three, no good. Ball goes off the hands of a Husky. Nathan Benger and Cannon Kemp check back into the game for the Huskies. Jacob Lichtenberg and Will Gary taking a seat for EPJ. Carter Gust with the basketball from the outlet pass from Angel Johnson. Mickelson now over to Boomgarden. Boomgarden spots up for three, and it's good, and he's going to get the and one. And that's Landon Gary's third foul. Free throw is no good, but the rebound by Sherman is. And it's now a 70-45 lead. Cannon Kemp's shot is no good. Ball tried to be saved by the Huskies. Carter Gus looks to spot up from three. No. Mickelson back out to Gus. Gus spots up from three from the right corner, and he drains it. (73-45), 4:57 left to go here in this basketball game. And Nathan Banger's going to get that one to roll in. And a foul's going to be called on Mickelson. That's his third foul. And Andrew Neerman's going to go to the charity stripe for the Huskies. First free throw is going to be up and no good. Grady Sherman and Boom Gardner have checked out of this basketball game. Oh, and Banger scores! (73-49), and a foul is going to be called on Rasmussen. That's his third. And Andrew Neerman checks out of the basketball game for the Huskies. Bigger shots, no good. Huskies get the rebound. Will Gary lays it up with the pass to Binger, and Binger's not able to get the ball to fall. 4:24 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And a traveling violation called on Schroedermeyer. Lichtenberg checks back in for Binger. Will Gary brings the basketball up across the timeline for the Huskies. Gets it to Riley Schmitz. Schmitz over to Tyler Gehring. Gehring looking for some help. He's got Carter Gus on him. Oh, Tyler Gehring's able to straight Gus somehow. And Jacob Lichtenberg's able to clean up the rebound and put it back for the Huskies. It's now a 73-51 game, 22-point differential. So what was nearly a 30-point running clock situation, the Huskies have pushed it away. Foul's going to be called on Riley Schmitz. That's his third. That's going to send Mickelson to the line for the first time tonight. First free throw for Mickelson up, and it's good. Second free throw for Mickelson's up, and it's also good. So Grant Mickelson has 7 points on the night. Neerman with the basketball, now gets it to Gary. Gary gets it to Gehring. Gehring works against Carter Gus, and he's able to get it to go. And that's Gus' second foul of the basketball game, and the sixth team foul on Viborg-Hurley. And Tyler Gehring drains his free throw, giving him 9 points for the night. 75-54, 3:27 left to go here in this basketball game. Angel Johnson with the ball, kicks it over to Schroedermeyer, or to Rasmussen, excuse me. Gus. And Angel Johnson with the travel. Landon Gary checks in for Jacob Lichtenberg for the Huskies. So Riley Schmitz is going to inbound the basketball to Will Gary. Gary now brings it across the timeline, gets it over to Gehring. Gehring over to Schmitz. Schmitz back inside to Neerman. Neerman's little turnaround shot, no good. Schroedermeyer pulls down the rebound. He's going to push the basketball up the floor. Tyler Gehring's going to try to get the rebound. Mickelson's going to get the basket and one. Mickelson missed the free throw, and the Huskies turn the ball over on the rebound as Schroedermeyer is able to get it, but Carter Gus turns it right back over to the Huskies. Andrew Neerman goes coast to coast, and he's going to lay it up and in, and they're going to call a player control foul. No, they're not. Andrew Neerman's they're going to count the bucket. So Carter Gus is going to check out of the basketball game. Foul is going to go against Calvin Rasmussen. And Riley Schmitz picks up his fourth foul of the basketball game. And that sends Mickelson to the line to shoot 1-and-1. (77-56) for the Huskies. Mickelson drains the first free throw. Second free throw is up. Off the rim, no good. So 78-56. And Will Gary lays one up and in off the window. That gives him 4 points on the night. 78-58, back to a 20-point lead with 2:27 left to go. Forces a bad pass by the Cougars. And it's going to be Husky basketball. So Landon Gary sets the trigger it into Cousin Will. Ball goes over to Andrew Neerman. Neerman with the basketball, kicks it over to Landon Gary. Gary back over to Riley Schmitz. Schmitz with the basketball. Tyler Gehring with the basketball. And there's going to be a foul called before the shot. Push is going to be called on Rasmussen, and that should be 5 on him. Checking into the game for Rasmussen, who has just fouled out, is going to be Aiden Peterson. Tyler Gehring's going to go to the line to shoot 1-and-1 for the Huskies. First free throw's up, and it's good by Gehring. And a full timeout called by Galen Schoenfeld. We'll take it with him with 2:15 left to go here in this fourth quarter. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
Elk Point native Dr. Devin Penfield and the team at the dentist at Elk Point believe that your family deserves the highest level of dental care in a friendly and relaxing atmosphere. That's why they're happy to provide the community with a low-stress, comfortable dental home. Patients are loving and having the latest technology in a small-town setting. Dr. Penfield and her team enjoy serving such a wonderful community. Schedule your appointment today by calling 605-356-2271.
Todd's Electric Service, with shops in Pierre and Vermilion. We offer a full spectrum of electrical services covering Central, North Central, and Southeast South Dakota. We are licensed, insured, and ready to work on your agricultural, commercial, or residential project. Need a quote? Give us a call. Todd's Electric Service, the line to power.
Welcome back to Hurley, South Dakota, where Tyler Gehring has one more free throw for the Huskies. Huskies down 78-59 to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. 2:15 left to go here in this basketball game. So Gehring's second free throw short off the front of the iron. Fight for the basketball. And a jump ball called. It's going to stay the way of the Huskies. So 78-59, Husky basketball, 2:12 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Andrew Neerman with the basketball. Gets it to Riley Schmitz. Schmitz spots up for three. In and out off, no good. And they're going to call a foul on Andrew Neerman, I believe. No, they're going to get Landon Gary. And that's going to be Gary's fourth. And that is going to send Mickelson to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Katie Kemp's going to check in for Landon Gary. First free throw for Mickelson is up and good. (79-59), 2:04 remaining. Mickelson's second free throw is up and off the mark, no good. Tyler Gehring with the basketball, looks to dribble drive against Angel Johnson, almost loses control of the basketball. Johnson comes down with it. Will Gary disrupts the pass to Mickelson, somehow gets it back. Ball goes inside to Mickelson, now up to Aiden Peterson. Peterson lays it up and off the window for two. 81-59 lead. And a foul called on Mickelson. That's going to be number 4 on him. And Galen Schoenfeld is going to go ahead and empty his bench. And so is Jake Otkin. Hunter Gary getting into the basketball game right along with Levi Miller. And Easton Kempf getting some varsity experience tonight. Alex Scarman waiting to check in as well for the Huskies. First free throw for Will is up and no good. Will Gary checks out of the basketball game for perhaps the final time tonight. So Jacob Scarman's in for the Huskies as well. So the Huskies with the basketball. Easton Kemp with it, gets it over to Hunter Gary. Gary looking for help, gets it over to Christian Welch, or to Levi Miller, excuse me. And off the hands of Levi Miller, I believe, no, they're going to say Husky basketball, 81-59 lead, 107 left to go here in this basketball game, 17 seconds for the Huskies to shoot. And a turnover pulled down by the Cougars. Somebody who is not on their roster. Kobe Sherman into the basketball game as well. 45 seconds left to go here in this basketball game. Kobe Sherman with the basketball, now gets it over. Got it over to Gage Guthardt. And he drains it from 3. And now checking into the game for the Huskies is going to be Christian Welch. And who, Abby? And Levi Miller. So 0.3 of a second separates the shot and the game clocks. As we wind this one down, the Huskies are going to fall to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars tonight in this one. Huskies with the basketball, looking to take the last shot. But Viborg-Hurley is not going to let that happen, I don't believe. Easton Kemp with the basketball. Hand off to Devin Schmitz. Now gets it back to Levi Miller, and that's going to be the end of the basketball game. Huskies are going to fall to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, 84-59. So we are going to go ahead and step aside for just a couple of minutes. When we come back, we will have your scoring and scores from around the state. We are not going to have a post-game chat tonight with head coach Jake Otkin, because I know he wants to get back on the bus and head back to Elk Point. So we're going to wrap things up when we come back. You've been watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky Basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after these messages.
Todd's Electric Service, with shops in Pierre and Vermilion. We offer a full spectrum of electrical services covering Central, North Central, and Southeast South Dakota. We are licensed, insured, and ready to work on your agricultural, commercial, or residential project. Need a quote? Give us a call. Todd's Electric Service, the line to power. Our focus at Union County Electric extends beyond providing great service at the lowest possible cost to our members. We care about the community and the people in it. We supply electricity to a wide variety of commercial, industrial, agricultural, and residential locations within our community. As an electric co-op, we are part of America's most trusted network of high-quality energy providers. We do business with accountability, integrity, innovation, and commitment to community. That's Union County Electric Cooperative in Elk Point. UnionCounty.coop.
Some combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
For more details, contact Brad Fowler, your local State Farm agent in Elk Point, South Dakota.
Welcome back one final time to Hurley, South Dakota, where the Huskies have just fallen to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, 84-59. Let's take a look at the scoring for the Huskies. Andrew Neerman led the way with 22 points tonight. Tyler Gehring had 9 for the Huskies. Riley Schmitz and Jacob Lichtenberg each had 7. Nathan Banger had 6. Will Gary and Landon Gary each had 4 points for the Huskies. Leading the way for the Cougars was Grady Sherman with 27 points. Eli Boomgarden chipped in 14. Grant Mickelson had 11. Carter Gust had 10. Angel Johnson had 7 on the night. Blake Schronemeyer had 5. Calvin Rasmussen had 5. Gage Goddards had 3 there at the end. And Aiden Peterson had 2 on the night. The Huskies pulled down 20 rebounds on the night. Will Gary had 4. Andrew Neerman had 2. Riley Schmitz had 6. Tyler Gehring had 3. Jacob Lichtenberg had 3. And Nathan Banger had 2 on the night for the Huskies. So the Huskies fall tonight 84-59. Let's go ahead and take a look at scores from around the state just to wrap things up here. Again, we've talked about the T-Area and O'Gorman game as T-Area defeated O'Gorman 62-53 earlier in that one. McCook Central Montrose is over Parker 44-41 with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Chapsazina defeated Lower Brule 59-56. That was a good game. The Huskies fall 84-59 tonight. Dickinson Trinity, North Dakota defeated Rapid City Christian 57-50. Sioux Valley defeated Chester Area 72-48 tonight. Chamberlain defeated Custer, or is beating Custer at the end of the first half, 31-20. Belfouche defeated Sturgis Brown, 44-39. Garrettson is leading Baltic in the Big East Conference Tournament, 24-22 at the end of the first half. So that is going to do it for us as the Huskies fall 84-59 to the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. We're going to be back in action on Tuesday night up in Irene, Wakanda with the girls and boys doubleheader as the Huskies will invade Wakanda to take on the Eagles on Tuesday night. Pre-game for the girls' game will begin at about 6:15 p.m. We will have coverage of both varsity games for you on Tuesday night. So for Abby Castling, our videographer tonight, I'm Mark Krebs, your voice of the Huskies all season long. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. You've been watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky Basketball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back on Tuesday night. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe and go Huskies.